Ironic. Like old Atari music.
That's right. It's about mine too. What I feel like this might actually fit for an fake control freak. Looking at my notepad to actually find out where we were. Let's see. We should be alive. There we go. Now we are alive. Welcome, everybody. To me mentioning everything. But yeah. Hello, welcome, good morning, good evening, good day. I am Tashi, and I'm here with trestwho.
He sure is. Hello.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z. No, not Dragon Ball. There is no Dragon Ball here. But there are the Titans and Rumi. The team were meeting up with Controlling, who I said that come on, get out, I'm right here. And that is what we are gonna do. Yeah, that is where we were. So, any guess who is gonna win? Not Controlling. But I can see a side story when they are getting dropped in the TV. I think that actually happened in Titans as well. So let's actually start. There's not too much. Yeah, there's not too much. So we should be done in around 40 minutes, I assume, or even less. If I'm not pulling the time.
Of course, this is part one.
But yeah, let's see. Today's what? A quick look out of the window showed that the infiltrated Control Freak was waiting for them. That means put together the pavement. They couldn't see any more enemies with him, but it didn't mean they could afford to realize. His remote was clenched tightly in his hand. And Ruby focused her eyes on it. Yeah, this is definitely my remote. This is not the one, not a fake one. He tried that he moved away from him, she declared. The heroes ordered at her statement, but before she could burst out to confront him. He even held her hand and stopped her and taped her in her text. Wait, he said. Something's not right. Yeah, I got a hint. Brown phone. Why is she just standing out there in open, menacingly? John turned for a moment, watching as nothing appeared to grow more and more irritating. Oh, come on! He finally shouted towards them. Am I not here worse you all coming out to fight me? The heroes stared at the villain blankly, all except for Nora, who was giving the Titan a net star. Told you so, he just signed them. That felt like special briefing from yes. but she immediately shook her hand and it forward. The group studied him for a few more moments before finally Yang had enough and broke her unicorn. But we ain't getting this done second near, she declared, while popping her knife. The rest of the heroes agreed. And after one last pause, burst forth from security station and surrounded the villain, aiming the weapons and powers upon him. Dr. Fink, rather than appear alarmed, sighed in relief. Finally, I was starting to get more. Why am I starting to sound like Dr. Snowbrushmate? It's not that hospital. You don't freak, said McDonald. This thing is now into solid kill. Instead of having a plasma cannon, he has something on his arm. But I think one of them face. And me are waving his remote around top suddenly. Also, I realized one thing. You can barely hear me. This might have. Now I can barely see you. I guess since I am not your arch enemy, I don't know of immediate confrontation. It's no big deal. Constantine attempted to downplay his emotions, but it was clear to everyone that he was lying. For the life of them, Raymond and Blake couldn't find it in themselves to care. As far as they were concerned, Constantine was a man child, throwing a serpent at him, one who needed to be put in his place. Dude, seriously, let it go. It will never matter to me anyway. This was gently advised. Just give us the remote. Let this before someone gets hurt. Oh please, no one's getting hurt. Condoming waved them off. Why do you think I had stormtroopers to guard the base? I made them powerful enough to stop the police, but not enough to actually hurt anyone.
Now, how are you going to make sure the dinosaurs are going to be gentle in the jungle?
I mean, there is no one else inside.
Right, that would be the only precaution.
You know how he knows? You know how he knows? Because there is no way the dinosaurs would go over the electric fences, right? There is no way that they can break it.
Yeah, that never happened in the movie.
The special suddenly looked panicked. He immediately looked towards the entrance. No one was hurt, was they? No. That was that answer. Actually. Huh? I have never seen the word like it.
It kind of means like tensely.
I know, I have seen tensely.
Also, I believe that has some anger in it.
Tersely. Fine. If you heard, we wouldn't have me having this conversation. Oh. The topic muttered. He said more sense clearly, before shaking himself out of his stupor. Anyway, it's not like I wanted this. All I wanted was a chance to talk to the studio head and make my case, but no. Let's go secretary of me. They left me no choice but to do this. Just like all of you. It's your fault that I am like this. They now try.
Yeah. You could just imagine Lemon Grab yelling like, "It's your fault!"
They now tonight and Abe Gumbo shouted at him, but not buying his excuses. None of heroes did either. And they merely reacted by hitting themselves to profile. At this point, I'm curious why Ruby didn't just go super fast mode and grab the remote. I mean, there's no chance that what I said, that it's a fake remote and he actually has the real one in his other hand. And also, this can be a recording of himself, brought to life from the TV. I think he can do that.
That thought had crossed my mind too, because he was just being too obvious of a trap.
Oh, that's the number reverse psychology, and he's actually standing there, making them think it's a trap, but actually he's just standing there. It was explode, and a dark purple aura surrounded her body. Holding her to gently float upwards, enjoying Starfire and Miss Martian. Miss Boy shifted his form into Gorilla and pounded on his chest. He clearly liked that form.
You can still grasp things with hands in that form.
Yeah. I mean, that is the most humanoid shape that he has.
Do you know how strong they are? I mean, they could crush the roof of a car with a few pounds.
Yeah, they can. I would assume they are around this strong. Funnily enough, this character is green.
There's another Beast Boy.
Simon continued to aim his toy cannon at the villain, only for him to sharply turn his head to the side. He looked out towards the open air, then confused as to why his sensors were picking up something, only for his eyes to go wide, and several black objects appeared. Oh shit! It's Batman! I recognized the iconic frame and the sound of TIE Fighters. Yay, obviously. And then he was turned towards the sword, or like a no-fake smirk, and began auto resistance. Yeah, it was a fake. Control fake. Or just jumped into the TV. Why do you assume that the characters act like or in the movie? They can control them, otherwise they would kill him right away. You know why? Because he is a geek. He wouldn't change the behavior. That would be not canon. That's why he used the time to pass, because he knew that they couldn't shoot hit anyone. If he really could control them, he could have really just give them super aim.
Just as a warning, I can no longer hear you. I do hear the music, however, still.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Okay, now I hear you.
When did you stop hearing me?
I heard you read the last paragraph just fine, but I never heard you read the word move on the next paragraph.
So you might not even heard what I was saying in the meantime.
Perhaps not. Repeat yourself?
Yeah, I was hitting out the comment. Why are we assuming that character act exactly like the movie? We can clearly control them.
I heard that part. Yes.
Oh, you did.
Hmm.
I have no idea when and why my microphone decided to stop. But thank you very much for actually saying it because I was continued without knowing it.
Well, I didn't realize myself until I watched you just moving your lips and saying nothing. Yet the music was playing just fine.
I mean, the music goes to the headset, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he obviously chose to use the software first because they can't shit anyone. And if he changed them, then it wouldn't be true to canon. He wouldn't do that, he's a control freak.
It wouldn't be Sonic canon.
No, it wouldn't be. Move! So yeah, and the fact that we are firing towards them. And able to escape the laser blast, Raven immediately acted a stacking dome around them. The blast shook the dome violently, Raven saying to keep it up, but none of them were harmed. As soon as Raven dropped the barrier, Stephen flew out and began firing starboards toward them, downing one, and causing it to crash into an empty seat. Go, get them! Go, I get them! He yelled out, and more TIE fighters converged on her, firing the weapons at the Tamarinian. Very much as the fans ran out of the open air and into the nearby building, away from the threat of air bombardment. And she smiled. I mean, you are kind of not safe in the building either. If he wanted to, he can just bomb the whole place. That's why another 2 seconds to look at how many enemies she has, counting 5 in total. It doesn't matter how much you count, because he can just keep pulling them out of the TV. I assume. Or how does his powers work? If he pulls out someone from the TV, does it disappear entirely? So he still has limited number?
Well, another thought is, I wonder if we just keep on pulling Darth Vader out of the TV and just have a million of them too.
That can be happening. I couldn't find the picture that I wanted. There was one in the new Star Wars Battlefront where they released Darth Vader and everyone was going with them.
How about look up the picture for Family Guy TIE Fighters?
I mean, I know how they look like. And I even know the woo sound.
Well, there was a scene where they showed inside the cockpit why they're called TIE Fighters.
Because they all wear ties. But I mean, you mean this one.
Yeah.
The TIE fighters flew towards her, each firing the weapons, and in an attempt to shoot her down, he launched each of them, spinning and breaking in midair to avoid the deadly blast. Whenever she had a chance, she retaliated by shooting starboards of her own, most of her shots missing, and a few finding their mark. One more shade of fighter's wing, causing it to spin out of control, and crash onto the ground below in a wall of fire. Or Starfire couldn't let herself rest, seeing how more and more were converging on her, onto her.
I got one! Great, kid, don't get cocky!
Yeah. She flew off and forced the 4 remaining TIE fighters to chase after her. Wait. Oh, there were 6 in the beginning. I was like, wasn't there 5? No. There was 5 after she crashed one. Please, she had, as she launched another blast. With the turning yard to fire a retaliatory starboard into one screen, pulling it to explode. This was far more entertaining in the movies. Were you in the movies? Obvious enough. So this is also the last one that Starfire definitely saw the Star Wars. With Starfire keeping the aircraft in May, the rest of the heroes ran into the nearest studio building. Once inside, they shut the door behind them and allowed themselves a chance to think things over. It was a trap the whole time, showed Wilson. That she is facing anger at not anything intruder. Yes, my Scout, that it appears to me quite obvious that it was a trap. The man that for whatever cost that he had for the combatants, he doesn't have that for us. Because he knows we can handle it, as Marshall pointed out. Doesn't make it any better. We need to focus, Raven called out. Pulling the other hero to direct their attention onto her. It's obvious that he is using this remote to hide, so we can't rely on Miss Marshall to find him for us. And we won't be able to stop this until we get that remote away from him, Mary noted, trying to mentally reach out and find the villain at the same time. After a few moments, he sighed as she cried. I have lost him completely. Once again, out of how many are there here? That's Starfire is outside. It's Cyborg, Haven, Megan, Beast Boy, and Team Rumi, and Team Juniper. So, there's 12 of them. Out of those 12, I'm pretty sure at least 10 of them can immediately take the remote away from him. I don't know why they didn't try. I mean, they obviously went for the diplomatic way first.
And they can be capable of swift action when they dive into action, but if the opponent's capable of talking, they might do that first.
Yeah. I mean, they tried that with Brainiac. See how that turned out. It's racist.
Just imagine them saying to the Grim, give up the control, freak.
Look again. It's funny you say that because at this point they're talking again. They literally asked, give him back. No.
Okay, then they're the ones that'll be freaking out.
They were. It's racist. It's my opponent's half. I think Megan on the shoulder. He took a moment to poke his head out of the door, watching as Starfire continue to engage in a dogfight with the fighters. In multiple minutes of dogfight. The United Order should do itself. Okay, he began closing the door behind him. And much as I don't like this idea, I think we need to split up. Cover more ground. The heroes all looked at Jones incredulously. Are you sure about that? I mean, all about out an army of Star Wars characters. Who knows what else he has cooked up for us? They pointed out, but he'll be stepped up next to him.
Since they've seen some of these films too, it ended up a kind of strategic move for the Remnantians at this moment.
Yeah?
Thanks to watching Star Wars, for example, they know what they're dealing with here. kind of ended up like research.
They don't know they have to get the high ground.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, for Ruby, especially too, because she's a sniper. No, I agree with White Knight. She said, not that, let me all go alone. But by splitting you up into smaller groups, we can cover more ground and find him. Put an end to all of this. I mean, he is using Star Wars and Jurassic Park. None of the extra horror movies where splitting you up is a bad idea. In here, it's fine. They literally practice that. Yeah, point. That much more off. Agreement and logic. After a few moments, the rest of them doesn't in agreement. Guardian, Megan, I say we take the west side of the young studio. Sean suggested. The two red head, nothing in agreement. David and I can take the north, and we follow them. I'm enjoying you too, Amber interjected. Then to Raven. Hey, why should we the Ranger and not say in the east? I guess we are going with the Ranger. They didn't dare to say ice cream. Sure.
Or ice cream.
No, that's gonna be controversy. Who is gonna scream? Especially if he actually mentioned the name. Sure. Maybe that's on my right side. That's how we ignore suggestions. Seems to have stuck for the moment. I guess at least maybe looks at me. No, I'm finished. Loading a few ingredients into my card. Miss more smart and her than twisting in. But she don't responded with one of her own. John and Ruby nodded at them and looked back outwards to a starfire. He was still engaged in a massive noise fight, dodging the laser blast left and right, and keep their attention squarely on her. I mean, for her, it's a good thing that the TIE fighters are not meant for special attack. They were meant for fight jets against fight jets.
I'm wondering if by now she actually made some progress against them, or they're just being replaced with everyone she takes out.
We don't know until we focus on her. The thing about the used to a chance and they're out of the studio. Really open to different directions. Unbeknownst to them, Christopher watched them from a wall. See, I told you they have to take the high ground.
No, he knew that too, so that's why he did it.
He did it first. Throwing his remote in his hand, and a deep frown on his face. I can't believe I'm not one of the arch enemies. I mean, sure, I get death or tiger and mother blood and backfire. Even master collection and all. What do we have a history? I was one of their first villains. Do you think he's messed up? Who are you asking?
The audience. I mean, he's still tweeting this, right?
I don't know. But I wouldn't be even surprised if Darth Vader was standing next to him. What do we ask? Turning towards the tie up to your head. Oh! That makes more sense. The money man stared at him, on the muse, and looking right bored. Honestly, I do not care, he replied. Can I go home now? I only promise you. Oh, like I'm going to test around my agreement. Godolphin interrupted and waved his finger. You and I both know that it isn't legally binding. Oh, so now you care about the law. Hey, I want to start some comedy. Do you think I want to tie you up? And call the Thai fighters as well? Yeah, the one who forced my hand. You broke into my office and nearly gave myself a heart attack. The civilian pointed out, but your face shook his head. He was fine. Anyway, back to what we were doing before. Golovin then turned backward, towards the wall, back towards the wall, and pressed the button on the remote. Venus came before them, back to life, and she was intensity and meditation on the merit of prepare finale to the Wonder Twins. It's fine. We had technical difficulties as well. The number on the bottom right corner had 100 out of 250. It's gonna be a long PowerPoint presentation. Assuming he is gonna stay on each frame at least 10 seconds, they have a lot of time. I cannot think of the experience about just why a season 6 was needed. The hero had time, and how he said, but people intended to get to him soon. And that is already the ending. Ah. As I said, this was gonna be a short part, but that's fine because tomorrow there will be people coming and I won't be here and I have to get up very early. So this was the latest chapter of Part of Justice, and in 2 days we are crossing over to Part 2. I want to actually see how long is Part 2. It's gonna be like 10 months again. No, it's even more, it's 14,000. It depends on how my voice is gonna be and everything else. It might actually be a series master as well. But yeah, sorry for the sudden ending, but I'm literally getting cold. So we literally ended on the right time. And I'm gonna go down to walk in the north. Thank you everyone for watching.
You said cold? Isn't that in the spring season 2 for you in your country?
Yeah, but they still have to get to work. Yeah, it's a whole day. That's why we are going down now, because later it's too late. But yeah, see you in 2 days when we are starting Part 2. Part 1 or Part 2. Bye bye! And the story is ending immediately.